And he says, God is dead. When Zarathustra arrived, here we go. This is my favorite, probably my favorite part. When Zarathustra arrived at the nearest town, which adjoineth the forest, he found many people assembled in the marketplace, for it had been announced that a tightrope walker would give a performance, and Zarathustra spake unto the people. So let me. This is the way it is in my imagination. Zarathustra rolls out of the forest after dealing with this forest wizard. Goes into a village, and he finds the village, and he finds two gigantic poles with a rope stretched between them. And all the townspeople are all surrounded this thing. And Zarathustra's like, oh, great. They're already gathered. Let's preach. And so he fucking starts yelling at them. Like, imagine going to like a monster truck rally, and before the fucking monster truck rally starts, the guy just comes out and just starts fucking screaming at you like these things. This is what I think. Or like a wrestling, like if you go to like an indie wrestling show, you're there, like someone shows up, and someone is in the audience, and he's like, "Yo, I will teach you this, the Ubermensch, the Superman, the over person. Man is something that is not to be surpassed. What have ye done to surpass man? All beings hitherto have created something beyond themselves, and ye want to be the ebb of this great tide. Would you rather go back to the beast than surpass the man?" He's talking about ebbing and flowing. What is an ape to man? It's a laughing stock, a thing of shame, that just is the same shall man be to the Ubermensch or the Superman, a laughing stock, a thing of shame. We have made our way from the worm to the man, and much within you is still worm. This is all Antichrist Superstar, you know. Once ye were apes, yet men were more of an ape than any of the other apes. Even the wisest among you is only a disharmony and a hybrid of a plant and a phantom. But what do I bid you to become? A plant? Do I bid you to become a plant? Or do I bid you to become a phantom? Lo, I teach you the Superman. The Superman is the meaning of the earth, and let your will say, the Superman shall he the meaning of the earth. I conjure you, my brethren, remain true to the earth, and believe not those who speak unto the super earthly hopes. Prisoners are they, whether they know it or not. Despisers of life are they, decaying ones and poisoned ones themselves, of whom the earth is weary, so away with them. Once blasphemy against God was the greatest blasphemy, but God has died. I lost my place. And therewith also those blasphemers to blaspheme. This is climate. This is climate deniers. This is climate gate. This is people invite these environmental folks. Here we go. To blaspheme the earth is now the dreadful sin, and to rate the heart of the unknowable higher than the meaning of the earth. Once the soul looked contemptuously on the body, and that contempt was the supreme thing. The soul wished the body meager, ghastly, and famished. Thus it thought to escape from the body and to the earth. Oh, the soul was itself meager, ghastly, and famished, and cruelty was the delight of that soul. But ye also, my brethren, tell me, what doth thou body say about your soul? Is your soul not poverty and pollution and wretched self-complacency? Verily, a polluted stream is man. One must be a sea to receive a polluted stream without becoming impure. And lo, I teach the Superman. He is the sea, and in him can your great contempt be submerged. This is the shadow self. This is Nietzsche as psychology. Come on, give me a break. I don't know if you guys can hear him. Come on, baby, be cool. I'll be done recording in a minute. Oh my god, my cats are so cute. What is the greatest thing you can experience in the hour of contempt? The hour in which even now happiness becometh loathsome unto you. This is great. This is SJWs. This is what SJWs are all about. And so also your reason and virtue. The hour when we say, what good is my happiness? Is it poverty and pollution? Is it wretched self-complacency? Or what's my happiness should justify itself? The hour when we say, what good is my reason? Doth it long for knowledge as the lion for his food? It is poverty and pollution and wretched self-complacency. The hour when we say, what is good is my virtue? As yet it hath not made me passionate. How weary am I of good and bad? It is all poverty and pollution, the wretched self-complacency. So this is, Nietzsche goes on to, in another book, to describe being beyond good and evil. And this is it. He's saying, I'm bored of trying to figure out morality. He's like, nothing, my morality doesn't mean anything. It's my will means everything. This is why Crowley called Nietzsche a early prophet of Thelema. This specifically right here, I believe. You know, there's the will to power stuff. Okay, all right, yeah. I'm not a Nietzsche scholar. In an hour when we say, what is good is my justice, what not to see is that I am fervor and fuel, just however are fervor and fuel. The hour when we say, what is good is my pity, and is not the cross on which he is nailed who loveth man. Well, my pity is not crucifixion. Have you ever spoken thus? Have you ever cried thus? Oh, I would that I heard you crying thus. It is not your sin, it is your self-satisfaction that crieth into the heavens. Your very sparingness in sin crying unto heaven. Lo, I teach you the Superman. He is the lightning. He is the frenzy. When Zarathustra had spoken, one of the people called out, we have not heard enough of the tightrope walker. It is time for us to see him. And all the people laughed at Zarathustra, but the tightrope walker, who thought the words applied to him, began his performance. So Zarathustra's out there preaching, and everyone started laughing at him, thinking that he was part of the performance. And they're like, "Come on, get with the tightrope walking!" All of a sudden, we're gonna keep going. Here we go.